Hello, everyone. Dell Hungerford with Healing Frequencies Music here again. Um, Another quick video. And again, as comments come and I have discussions with people, I'm like, I need to add a little bit more depth to that. So a couple days ago, we had a discussion, and I've heard this several times, that Western music has been ruined or ruined music. That our modern Western music has actually ruined music. And it after about the fifth or the sixth time I've heard that, I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure where that's coming from, but I'm going to tell you why it hasn't. Number one, all music is based on the musical harmonic series. There is a natural way that we just want to do things. Um, just like everything in nature just works together. Music is part of nature. And if you look at math and you go back to the time of Pythagoras, all of that is showing you how music works. And Pythagoras was what, 500 BC? So we're talking quite a while ago. Now, if we go back to the time of the Sumerians, ancient Sumerians, there's a man from the British Museum named Richard Dumbrill. They have the silver lyre of Ur that is in the museum. Then eventually they found a cuneiform tablet that showed how to tune the silly thing. The interesting thing is they tuned that lyre to fourths and fifths. And you're thinking, well, that's interesting. But if you look at the musical harmonic series, the first to the second partial is an octave. Then from the second to third partial is a perfect fifth. Then from the third to the fourth partial is a perfect fourth. Then as you go up the harmonic series, the intervals get smaller from a major third to a minor third. Then you start getting half steps. And then as you go higher and higher and higher, you get all the microtonal, like the quarter tones and even smaller than that, because the musical harmonic series goes to infinity. And, you've got a lot of Eastern scales, Indian scales, Chinese scales. All of these scales are slightly different than what we use in Western music. But that doesn't mean that one is any worse or one is wrong or we've corrupted one over the other. All Pythagoras did is he found the natural mathematical ratios that are evident in the first six partials of the harmonic series. And that is nature at work. So if you think about it, we have not destroyed music through Western music. We just literally followed the beginning of the harmonic series. Now, I would venture to guess that the Indians and all of those people from the earlier times, the Chinese people, the cultures that have 22 scales or notes in their scale. And I haven't studied a lot of ethnomusicology or archaeomusicology, so I don't understand all those nitty gritty pieces, but I know enough music theory to recognize that our modern scale has been around for 20,000 years. They've even found bone flutes that's they guess that one of them might even be as old as 40,000 years ago. And you can get on those puppies and you can play an actual tune from a piece of music that was written today. So there's no way that anybody can say that our modern scale and that our modern music of the Western style has been corrupted. Then I have to go back to your thoughts, your intentions, and your actions. And I reminded this person I spoke with me, because they were talking about that A440 again. I'm like, okay, I've been playing an A440 my whole life. I'm a clarinet player. That's the only concert pitch I can play in unless I'm playing sharp. When it gets warm, then I can crawl up to A445. And if I'm flat, when it's really cold outside, I can go down as A438. Everything is dependent upon temperature. And as I explained in the last video, wind players and string players can make all kinds of crazy adjustments to add quarter tones. I have played many pieces where it required me to use quarter tones. They sound a little odd to our Western ears because we're not used to it. But every musical instrument, with the exception of a fretted instrument and keyboards, unless you have one of those little pitch wheels on a keyboard where you can adjust the pitch up a quarter step up or quarter step down. So there is no natural reason or explanation as to how the modern Western music that, you know, like Beethoven, Bach, and all those dudes has ruined music, because we have evidence of the same kinds of scales being used 20,000 years ago. And that's even before they say man even came on the earth. We follow natural laws. The natural laws of music are based on the musical harmonic series. So if you want to understand more about that, there are some blog posts on the Healing Frequencies Music website where you can go check them out. That's all the geeky stuff. So have fun. And if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments below. Thank you very much.